Hi everybody, it's Jen with OpenSource.com and I'm bringing you the top 5 articles from this week, December 15th through the 19th. You can find the links to the articles in the notes below, and I publish the article that goes along with this video every Saturday on OpenSource.com. Alright, at number 5 this week, we have National Geographic takes open source to the wilderness. Robin Mulwick interviews Shah Selby in this article covering his work as a National Geographic explorer who uses open source technology to chart and measure wilderness all over the globe. In his interview, he goes into more detail about his most recent project, the Avango Wilderness Project in Africa. With the open source hardware board, the Raspberry Pi, and Fishnet, an open source platform, Shah tracks and shares data to improve conservation of one of our most valuable areas. At number 4 this week, we have My Life in Open Source and the Mentors Who Led the Way. Rich Bowen has been working on the Apache HTTP server for almost 20 years. He's also written 9 books about HTTPD and spoken at more than 50 conferences. He's a member of the Apache Software Foundation, where he serves as a board member and as executive vice president. And last but not least, he is also responsible for putting on ApacheCon, both in North America and Europe, which is the official conference of the Apache Software Foundation. In this article, Rich tells us all of it is due to the people who have believed in him and pushed him to achieve more. Learn how you can be a mentor, no matter what your age or your field, in this article. Maybe even reach out to thank someone or thank one of your mentors today. At number 3, we have Best Open Source Tutorials of 2014. Scott Nesbitt delivers one of his fantastic best of lists with this article of our top guides of the year on OpenSource.com. These tutorials have likely been bookmarked, referenced many times, and at this point, maybe even printed out. Scott categorizes the guides into these categories: images and sounds, files and passwords, your inner geek, and beyond technology. At number 2 this week, we have GPL v2 goes to court, more decisions from the Versailles tar pit. Mark Radcliffe writes about this ongoing case regarding the GNU General Public License version 2. Some fun facts about this is that the GPL v2 is the most widely used open source license. Black Duck Software estimates that 16 billion lines of code are licensed under GPL v2. For more about the case, check out this article. Finally, at number 1 this week, we have Top 10 Open Source Projects of 2014. Every year, our team looks back at the numbers and at the buzz around the open source projects that we have had the pleasure of covering on OpenSource.com this year. There are so many new and exciting things happening in open source beyond technology, but particularly in software. Our list consists of the most read and most talked about open source projects, the ones that are making surf-size waves. If one of your favorite projects made the list, we'd love to hear why you love it. You can leave us a message in the comments on the article or on the article Facebook or G+ post. Thanks so much for joining me this week, everybody. Have a happy holiday, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Students and parents have, frankly, been, if you like, brainwashed into believing that the best way to learn is inside a crowded classroom. And, you know, so many of us, when we're searching for an audio school or a music production school, are looking for these big institutions where there's classrooms and a campus. Completely counterproductive to your ultimate goal of getting a job. It actually hurts your chances of getting a job. And it's sad because we've been brainwashed by our leaders and by, you know, CEOs and COOs, and we've been brainwashed by educators, frankly. And I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. They think they're doing the right thing. They're wrong. They're not doing the right thing. They're doing the wrong thing. They're doing the exact opposite of the right thing. Because the right thing would be to tell you the only way to get a job in the music business is to get yourself in the music business. But you see, that doesn't sell seats in a classroom, so they don't tell you that, right? That doesn't sell federal aid and financial aid, so they don't tell you that. But the fact is, it's the only way to get a job. It's how I got a job at Warner Brothers Records when I was 18 years old. I beat down the door until they hired me. They did not ask me what school I went to. They didn't ask me, did you go to UCLA or USC? Where'd you go, NYU, SAE, Full Sail? Or they didn't ask me that. They said, can we trust you, Brian? And I said, let me prove myself to you. I looked them right in the eye and said, let me prove myself to you. And that's exactly what you do as a Recording Connection apprentice. Yes, you're paying a tuition, a small tuition relative to the other schools. Yes, you're taking a structured course curriculum. Yes, you're guaranteed to learn one-on-one. Yes, you're guaranteed job placement. Yes, you're given pro tools. Yes, you're given your books and materials. Yes, we offer free tutoring. We offer all the things that all the other schools offer. In fact, much, much more and much better. But that's not what's going to get you a job. Our offerings as a licensed educational institution is not going to get you a job. What is? Two things. Are you in proximity, meaning are you close to someone that can hire you? Does he or she know you? It's a fancy way of saying it. Does the person whom is giving the job know you? Whatever your name is, Stephen, Jeremy, David, Stacy, do they know you? Can they trust you? Have they seen the way you work? Right? And can they trust you? That's it. The Recording Connection simply, when you break it all down, puts you in the door of a real recording studio where you get to prove if you're competent and if you're trustworthy. And if you are competent and trustworthy, over time, as you build one connection after another, so you take your first 5 connections and you go to parties and you write good emails and you write good letters and you show up on time and you're a good student and you build that 5 and you expand those 5 connections into 10 and those 10 connections into 15 and 20 and 25 and 30, and pretty soon someone's going to offer you a job. That's how it works.
Hey, Lloyd here, and I want to cover an extremely important topic with you today. It is the best software for music production. And you're reading and watching my video on my uncensored review of what I really think about this topic. Note that this is a review though, so if you are looking for a solution to your concerns, you need to click on the link underneath this video if you're watching it on YouTube, or you can go to the link on the screen. It's http://bit.ly/best software for music production. Why am I doing this video review? Well, when I was thinking about software for music production, there were not many real reviews around, so I thought I would do one to help any of you who are in the same position I was in. However, be warned, I will be going into both the good and the bad points, so if that is something you might not want to hear, then you may as well leave right now. For budding producers and aspiring artists who want to become superstars in the music industry without much struggle, it is time to download music production software that benefits your needs, and Dub Turbo certainly offers a package worth trying. Some of the very important things to consider in the production of your music with the versatility and quality required to make it in the online music industry is to always make sure that the music producing program you decide to use contains the following essential features. One is the industry standard 44.1.wave audio files and samples. The second is full drum machine editor with custom kits. Third is a multiple octave keyboard editor with hotkey triggers. 4 is the interactive video tutorials and learning resources. And lastly is the large virtual instrument library with import capabilities. Also, you're going to want to make sure that the music producing program that you're using gives you the ability to import your own additional sounds and beats, because this will allow you to expand your default audio library and give you access to a wide range of instruments you can use in your music producing program to create songs that you might not have otherwise had access to. For veteran, novice producer, and artists, getting a way to promote your music productions is a step in the right direction. One of the companies I researched was Dub Turbo, and they have made efforts in providing an option for most of the production software shoppers online. They're using software that has tutorial video on how to start you off, is a tailor-made package for any novice artist who wants to join the music industry and beat the veterans in their own league. With the emergence of online scams dealing with illegal competitions and fake grants, some of these online dealers could be running mere scams. And with the help of scam reviews, you'll be able to identify a scam or fake software at the look of it before committing yourself into the hands of fraudsters. For instance, scammers will try to give you software descriptions that match those of legitimate software to throw you off guard before pitching you into a downloading that it is a cheaper price. This implies that you need to be extremely careful when you opt to buy any software online. Based on my friend's recommendation after I did the review for him, he is using the Turbo music production software with extremely satisfying results. So to find out more, you may click on the link underneath this YouTube video or go to http://bit.ly/best software for music production. So with that said, guys and gals, this is Lloyd, and I'll catch you on the next video.